Easy folks, it's old boy 82 and I've got Vapor 87 in the background. Say hi.
Deuces.
Deuces apparently. Anyway, we're here to talk about Samantha Murphy and what we know so far. Samantha Murphy, if you don't know about it, is the lady who went missing. She went for a jog almost a week ago now, last Sunday. So a week tomorrow, the 51-year-old, she left her house early on Sunday for a regular jog, and her daughter, Jess, her eldest daughter, has made a really heartfelt plea, but she just said, "We need you at home with us." So basically, yeah, the whole family. Um, they've made the emotional plea 5 days after she'd headed out for a run. She'd just not come back, as I say. Her daughter broke down in tears, really broke down. She was speaking directly to her mum, as that's how it came across at the press conference at Ballarat West Police Station. That was on Thursday. "Mum, we love you so much and we miss you. We need you at home with us," she said, obviously very, very upset. "Please come home soon. I can't wait to see you and to give you the biggest hug when I do, and to tell you off for giving us so much stress. I love you." Now, it's nice that she's not saying things in the past tense, and maybe that could be, hopefully she might have done something like this before. Maybe, I don't mean this bad towards her or anything, I don't know. It'd be nice, wouldn't it, if she was having an affair or something and she's not ended up dead. But this far down the line, you've got to look at the worst case scenario, ain't you? And as Vapor just said there, she said, "How come it always seems to be runners?" Now, yeah, it's because they go off the beaten track, do you know what I mean, usually. Now, a big suggestion, yeah, and they've got earphones on, as Vapor's just said then, so they're easy prey, do you know what I mean?
And they look fit with the fucking
And
jogging things.
yeah, again, obviously the girls who keep themselves in good shape and ladies who keep themselves in good shape, and they're in very tight clothes and stuff like that, so they're going to be attractive and all that, and especially to these so-called predators who just think they can take what a woman's right is to not give. But anyway, also, you know what I mean, tips that you should give is, at the end of the day, your phone, do you know what I mean, make sure that the phone's got all your locations turned on. Try that one that Vapor just said there, make sure that you've got, maybe one ear that you can actually hear things on, do you know what I mean? There's even, that's what I've just said, babes, about a GPS system on you. But, yeah, make sure you're telling people when you get to your spot where you're setting off from, and then where you're setting off, and when you're going to be back. If it's a lengthy run, make sure you do calls in the meantime. So a good suggestion to anybody would be, if you do see anybody about who looks suspect, pretend that you're actually in the middle of a phone call there. You know what I mean? Just start that, right, so where are you now? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, actually, if you just cross over across the fields, blah, 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 I'm probably about 2-3 minutes away from you. Anything like that. Come up with anything. Now, as well, you also, yeah, but yeah, if you've got your dog, take your dog with you, as Babe was saying. But yeah, but they might not all have dogs. Come on, baby. Well, there's things that you can, the rape alarms that have got the decibels that are so loud, but you do know as well, also, always scream fire. Do not scream rape, scream fire. People are more likely to come to fire straight away, and it does attract attention a lot more. At the end of the day, so yeah, her daughter has done this heartfelt plea. Look, we love you so much, we miss you, we need you at home with us. And yeah, she isn't putting it in the past tense, so I hope there's a reason for that. But like I say, it doesn't really look too good. her daughter said that she was a really strong woman and that she's too determined to give up this fight. Now, them words, a really strong woman, and she's far too determined to give up this fight. So that to me suggests something a bit murky. What about you?
Yeah.
To give up this fight. So not she's a strong woman and she'd have fought any attacker, or if anybody has gone at her she will have gone back home or whatever. The wording to me there, I don't like it, to be honest with you. Look there again, a really strong woman, and she's far too determined to give up this fight. Now, is it a fight with substance misuse? Is it a fight with a lover? Is it a fight over mental health? Is it a fight? Do you know what's she fighting against? What does she know against? And people saying it's another Nicola bully. Now, in what way do you mean it's another Nicola
Like
bully?
a woman going missing, and then them putting the past quotes out saying, like the police did about Nicola Bully by saying, oh, she had.
Yeah.
something
Oh,
wrong
well,
with
she
her.
basically, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, they haven't actually said anything
Put
like that.
red
But
plums out for
what
the
they did,
public.
yeah, they've
reinterpret
got to do that. But what they
bullshit.
did with the Nicola Bully thing, they automatically put out there that she had an alcohol problem and that, and that they basically put that out. Why did anybody need to know that exactly? So what they've done is they blackened her name already, and suggested that she was like less worthy than anybody else, and I thought that was quite a shitty way to be. Do you know what I mean? It didn't come across well, but it also suggested that they knew something already, and that if she was found in some water, possibly floating up face down in some water, maybe because she was a pisshead or something like that, and do you know what I mean? And then all that crap about the farm nearby, and do you know what I mean? And possible arguments with a friend and stuff like that. That's Nicola Bully's case, do you know what I mean? So they did do some stuff there that was leading. And I mean, I know the police are allowed to use certain, like diversions from the truth, do you know what I mean, to get where they've got to go, and that's right. But at the end of the day, to put the blacken somebody's name, but no, a minute, people, they haven't actually blackened her name. What I'm on about is how her daughter said that she's far too strong to give up this fight. So what fight is she talking about? So that suggests to me that she knows something, and do you know what I mean? I've got to say. And then she continued with, I know she's out there somewhere, so if you could please continue to search for her to give us something to work with. Very, very strange wording. I know she's out there somewhere, so if you could please continue to search for her to give us something to work with. She also said she did not feel comfortable at home given the presence of news crews, and asked for her family's privacy to be respected. Oh, love, you've just gone on and give a bloody emotional, like, TV, like, plea for her to come home, and said some crazy things like that, do you know what I mean? And then you're asking for your privacy to be respected. I don't understand that. I mean, I'm not having a go at the daughter, Jess, or whatever, yeah, but at the end of the day, it is very oddly worded. The lady who's missing, and my husband Michael, he repeated a plea for privacy, and he said, if we've got something, we'll come out and say it. Yeah, again, if we've got something, we'll come out and say it. It's like saying, well, listen, if I've got something to say to you, I'd tell you to your face. There's something that just doesn't ring right about this one. Right, he urged anyone with information about his wife's disappearance to come forward. People just don't vanish into thin air. Someone has got to know something, he said. Whether it be any little thing that you might think is relevant, just call the police and let them know. He also thanked the community for its support. But him saying that, yeah, and then the other daughter saying she's too strong to give up this fight. This fight. It's like, you know, me and Vape were in the past, you know, had little arguments about things, and she said, well, at the time, blah, 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 you know, and it's just at the time, I thought you said you didn't know anything about it. Well, do you know what time? You know, stuff like that. That's how she's come across there. I mean, at the end of the day, I hope I'm wrong, and it's, you know. But anyway, you know, the generosity throughout the community has been unbelievable. What else he said. So, yeah, Miss Murphy, she was 51. She was last seen leaving her Eureka Street home at Ballarat East around 7 a.m. on the Sunday morning. There have been crews searching the Canadian Forest area since Monday before shifting the focus to the suburb of Mount Helen, that's east of Geelong Road. It's on Wednesday, with a third search party. They were canvassing paddocks in nearby Warren Help. The police on Wednesday released more CCTV footage. It was who they believe running on this footage at 7:16 a.m. on Sunday near her home, heading towards Yankee Flat Road. But on Thursday afternoon, it then said that a member of the community had come forward and identified themselves as the person depicted running. So, I mean, I would have thought a family would have known, and you know what she was wearing and stuff like that, which also leads me. I don't know. It's just there's something dodgy about it. I really do think so. Do you think I'm right there? What? I know I'm always right. Thank you, darling. Anyway, police said the footage was no longer relevant to the search for Murphy. So, it's all there's some. Yeah, it's no longer relevant to the search for Murphy. I'd say that they know that she's gone, but they're trying to wait for somebody to, you know. When I say gone, I'd say deceased, past dead. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, I hope it isn't, but I think that you know, it's not looking good, is it, anyway? And people don't just disappear into thin air, do they? So the husband seems to know that something has happened. He seems to be realistic that somebody is either killed or kidnapped or whatever. But this fight keeps ringing into me from her daughter. She's too strong to give up this fight. What fight does her daughter know she's in? Anyway, however, the police have continued to urge residents in the area to review any CCTV that they have between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Sunday. Yeah, again, why them particular 4 hours? Is there something like, has a phone gone like off key at 11 or something like that? And is that what time she normally returns? Maybe I'm looking into it much. There is some weird shit in it though. The Ballarat Police Acting Inspector Lisa McDougall reiterated on Thursday, we would like the community to not make any decisions about what is or isn't relevant. But hang on, you just said that it is no longer relevant. The police said the footage was no longer relevant to the search for Murphy. We would like the community to not make any decisions about what is or isn't relevant. So how do you know that the other stuff isn't relevant? You know, that other lady, like I said, surely her family knew what she went out running in, so do you know what I mean? That might be why it's no longer relevant, but they should be telling that, do you know what I mean? Certainly, if they find anything of interest on the footage, we'd like them to let police know that. Well, I would have thought that was standard procedure, but that's just me, innit? She said there's no suspicious circumstances identified and investigators were keeping an open mind, which yet again says if there's no suspicious circumstances of a woman going fucking missing when she's gone out for a jog, her daughter saying about her not giving up this fight, do you know what I mean? Her husband saying people don't just disappear into thin air, then somebody thinks they seen her on CCTV, and then they're saying, you know, that's no longer relevant, but then telling people not to say what is and isn't relevant, and then a specific time frame between 7 a.m. and 11, right? You know, look at them 4 hours. Why them 4 hours? Investigators keeping an open mind. We're keeping an open mind and considering all possibilities, and we're being extremely thorough and methodical with that investigation, she said. The search is ongoing and we're throwing all those resources at it in the hope that we find Samantha and get some answers for her family who are obviously concerned. She's not said we hope we find Samantha alive. Get some answers for her family who are obviously concerned. Basically, I'm sorry, but we hope we find the remains of Samantha, and we hope that we can tell her family that she wasn't, you know, wrapped or, you know, absolutely tortured, you know what I mean? And, you know, I said wrapped for a reason. I'm going to start doing that, so I don't know, for some reason they don't like you telling the truth on here, do they? But anyway, right, description of the lady. She's white, about 173 centimetres tall, which is a tall woman. That's 5'10" or something like that. Slim build, shoulder length blonde hair. She was last seen wearing black half-length leggings and a maroon or brown singlet. Now, if somebody believed they seen her on CCTV before, I mean, was that woman wearing that same sort of thing? Is that a big thing in Canada? I don't know. The search involving Victoria Police's search and rescue team. Is it Canada or is it bloody... no, it's Australia, isn't it, Victoria? Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking Canada then, sorry. The search involving Victoria Police's search and rescue team, the Mounted Branch K9 Unit, State Emergency Service and the County Fire Authority volunteers and locals continue their search. You know, there's something really strange about it, and it's you know, Australia, you know what I mean? It's people don't just vanish into thin air. She's too strong to give up this fight. Maybe she had a stalker or something like that, and you know what I mean? But it really is weird wording that, and I think everybody will agree with that. Just stick with me on that one, and you know what I mean, we'll keep you up to date on everything we know about it. Listen, you take care. Over and out, All Boy 82 and Babe 87. Bye bye.